How are you at being patient? Are you someone that can sit there and allow things to happen and take their natural course of activity? Or are you someone that wants everything to happen now and like that? In today's episode of Going Deeper, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of a patient mind and how it can literally make the difference between life and death. All that and so much more in today's episode of Going Deeper. So welcome.
Welcome to today's episode of Going Deeper with John Morris. Join the show that tackles the topics that many around the world struggle with on a day-to-day basis. From mental and physical health to emotional and spiritual well-being. But that's not all. John also shares his teaching on more focused topics, such as anxiety, self-image, gaining employment, the importance of educating oneself, developing a deeper spiritual connection, mental and physical well-being, and so much more. Want to be the best you can be? You're in the right place. And now please welcome Mind, Body and Soul's very own John Morris.
Hey folks, and welcome to another exciting episode of Going Deeper. I am your host John Morris, a psychologist and training artist, author and personal development coach, and welcoming you to the show that helps you get from where you are to where you want to be, hopefully with simplicity, and always reminding you that we never teach on anything that we haven't got first-hand experience in ourselves. So today's topic is all about the importance of a patient mind. What is a patient mind? Well, a patient mind is one where literally you can plant a seed and it allows it to grow. You can plant a seed and you can allow things to happen in their natural form. You're not trying to rush the process. You're not trying to, speed things up for your own ends. And that can be really, really difficult because in the instant click age in which we live in now, a lot of people want to plant the seed and then see something happen tomorrow. A lot of people want to, when they see the top of the carrot start to sprout, they want to pull it up. But guess what? If you don't allow things to take their natural course, then what happens is it doesn't happen at all. Wayne Dyer shares a great story about root vegetables when he was younger. And his mother had planted root vegetables. And being so curious and impatient, he sees the top of, I think it's like beetroot or something, but he sees the top of the vegetable, and he wants it to grow more, and he starts pulling on it and tugging on it, and what actually happens is he pulls it out the ground and it ends up killing it. And I guess the moral of the story is, when you try and rush something to happen, when you start seeing, the first signs of life and the first signs of progress, when you rush things to happen the way you think they should, they very quickly can wither and die because they're not ready to live up to our image of what we think they should. And that's kind of like us, oftentimes when we get a little bit of knowledge or a little bit of understanding about a specific topic, we think we know it all. I can tell you now, after 25 years of study and nearly 34 years of life, we know nothing. We really don't. And I was talking with a podcast host the other day actually about this, that in a world where people are wanting to fly to the moon and sail off to Jupiter, I think my exact quote was, how about we actually look within before we start looking without, because we don't know anything about the human body. We really don't. We don't even know anything about a blade of grass. And we're so busy wanting to go off and explore other worlds. And it always amazes me how, people are really like children, that they just want the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, without actually looking and developing something for all it could be. The other interesting thing is as well, in the instant click age, patience seems to be the next big thing that's being eradicated, where people, why be patient? Why sit there and go for spiritual enlightenment when you can just listen to people now? And I sit there and I think about it, and I've been there, with my businesses. I wanted a lot of them to happen like that. And then you get to 20 years down the line in business and you realize, wow, this actually takes a long time to build up for certain businesses to a great amount of success. And the importance of a patient mind means that you're not going to be going left, right and center with the ebbs and flows of life, that you're actually going to be focused, that you're going to stay the course, that you're not going to be so switchy and unchangeable, or that you're not going to be so switchy and changeable, that you give up on your ideas because it's not happening as fast as you think it should. Sometimes the greatest ideas can take a long time to come to fruition, and the bigger the idea, oftentimes the longer it takes to happen. But if you've got something that you're passionate about and something that you love and something that you want to see, come into the world, then you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the others that it will benefit to stay the course, to remain focused and to remain on purpose. Because if you don't, what happens is all of those incredible things that could have been fade into the distance. Had I, given up on the art business, 20 years ago because it wasn't happening as fast as I thought it should, I would have never gone to America. I would have never filmed in Italy and Scotland and Slovenia and Ireland and the United States. I would have never met some of the most awesome people that I now do business with and that I've gotten to work with all over the world. And all because you stay the course, you learn so many phenomenal lessons. You do so many phenomenal things. And it makes a life worth living, as opposed to, the best way to describe it is if you have an impatient mind, it's like taking 2 steps that way, and then turning around and taking a step that way, and then taking 3 steps this way, and then taking, another 2 steps backwards. And all you do is either go around in circles or stay exactly where you are. You never progress. As opposed to, allowing an idea to flourish. And it doesn't matter what that idea is, whether or not you want to be a world famous soccer player, or you want to be a professional wrestler, or if you want to be a world renowned author, or you want to be a world renowned speaker, or if you want to do a simple job, manual labor, or working in a school, or whatever it might be, a more widely practiced profession. The most important thing is that you get an idea, really think about it, and then you stick with it. And when you do that, you can actually see then how things are really going to progress and how things change. Because guess what? It doesn't take long. When you plant that seed and you're so passionate about it and you take action towards it every single day and you tend that seed every single day, amazing things happen really, really quickly. And I can attest to that so many times in this year alone. How our teen life coaching started, and then how our personal development coaching started, and how all of the hundreds and hundreds of people that I got to work with who either bought my book or checked out the paintings and all these things. It really makes a big difference when you stay with the idea. It's so important, and that's why the most successful people get the idea, they spend years thinking about the idea, and then they never ever change direction. And it's very, very important to do that. So a patient mind will help you stay focused. A patient mind will help you stay hopefully unoverwhelmed. A patient mind will help you, I think, to develop more of yourself than you ever thought possible. And ultimately, a patient mind will help you get from where you are to where you want to be. But you've got to be patient in it. Whenever you plant a seed in your mind, and this is what's happening every time you watch TV, every time you listen to music, every time you read a book, anything that you see or hear plants a seed. And ideally you want your mind to be a phenomenal vegetable patch, of lush green, foods and that are luscious and gorgeous and amazing, as opposed to being a rubbish dump. And it's everything that you plant in there is either going to be beautiful and wonderful and well tended and allowed to grow at its own time, taking daily action, of course, or it's going to end up being this rubbish dump filled with the what could be piles. And I don't think that's where you want to be. I certainly don't, and I would recommend that you didn't either. If you need help with this and anything else that you're facing in your life, please do get in touch with us, either by dropping us a message on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you're watching this, and or on the battlesweallface.com. You can get in touch with me directly for personal development coaching, for business coaching, relationship coaching, you name it. Just get in touch and we'll be able to point you in the right direction of somebody that will be able to help. And that's what ultimately we want to do. This is for teens, for adults, and for so many more people that really need this help and really need, help getting from where they are to where they want to be, and that's what we do. Well folks, as always, reminding you, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Share this with a friend because it could be the very thing that they need in their hour of struggle. I have been your host, John Morris, the artist, the author, the personal development coach and psychologist in training. Always reminding you that we never teach on anything that we haven't got first-hand experience in ourselves, and always reminding you that this is the only show that helps you get from where you are to where you want to be, step by step, and hopefully with simplicity. Until next time, take care, God bless. Have a phenomenal day, my friends. I'll catch you soon. Do you, your son or daughter, struggle with direction, clarity and purpose? Maybe you struggle with anxiety, maybe you struggle with self-esteem or confidence issues. Maybe you've got great ideas, but you've no idea how to get from where you are to where you want to be. Don't worry, you're not alone. People around the world struggle with these issues. Hi there, I'm John Morris. I'm the coach to the creative mind and I'm also a psychologist in training. For the last 2 decades, I've worked with people from all walks of life and all over the world, all with a wide variety of issues. I've worked with people from youth groups to adult education to people dealing with day-to-day living issues. And each one of them has an amazing story to tell, and we've helped them get clear as to where they are and clear as to where they want to be. And I want to help you. Unlike a lot of life coaches and therapists that like to drag things on and leave you dangling on the carrot, I want to make sure that each and every single time that we meet and have a life coaching session together, that you never ever leave saying, man, that was a waste of time, or I didn't get the value that I desired. I am committed to making sure that each and every single time we meet, you are one step closer by the time we finish to a goal that you have in mind. So why should you work with me? Well, let me tell you, as I said, I'm committed to making sure that I provide value, that I provide something that's step by step and easy to follow. I'm also a fantastic listener. I've been blessed with the gift of listening, and I love to listen to people, their stories, their dreams, their desires, because there's nothing more energetic and passionate to me than when a client gets their first desire, or they get that goal, or they hit that big target, or whatever it might be. And also, as the trifecta, I'm committed to you, to helping you take action. So whether or not it be deciding on the university you want to go to, deciding on the course that you want to be at, helping you get excited and passionate about your work environment, whatever it might be, I am committed to helping that happen. I'm also committed, if you need to shed some pounds, if you need to gain some muscle mass, if you need to, I don't know, develop your self-esteem, I'm committed to helping you take action and following a step-by-step plan of action that we can put together. But now folks, I want to tell you about the early bird special offer that we are launching right now. It is for 10 people and 10 people alone. That's right, if you are interested in having life coaching sessions with me one-on-one, 10 people have the opportunity to do that, and we're looking to help these people change their lives completely. We take ages 14 and upwards, so if you're interested in learning how to get from where you are to where you want to be, to really develop that passion, to live a life that you enjoy as opposed to a life that you wake up and think, how to develop and change your mindset from maybe a negative one to a positive one, understanding what fuels your mindset and understanding what creates the kind of life that you want to live, then get in touch with me today. I would love to hear from you. As I say, this is open only for 10 people, and once it's done, it's done. So click that box below, get in touch, let's have a conversation backwards and forwards and see if we're a fit for each other, and I look forward to working with you. Have an amazing day folks, take care, God bless, and I will see you soon.